Welcome to the Business Buyer Diaries. My name is Nathan Platter. I'm a full-time employee, and I bought a business. I did everything right, from finding the deal, handling all the due diligence on 63 opportunities, and ultimately bought a profitable gym. And boy, was I in for a big surprise as a new owner. I chronicled everything in real time, including the biggest wins to the stressful nights at 2 a.m. I'm sharing my journey without sugarcoating anything, so you don't make the same mistakes that I did. Here's today's episode. So tonight in instructor class, it was good. We're in day number 3 out of 4 on how to lead a class, how to go through leading and instructing people. And it was kind of interesting. There's a few folks that are from other clubs, and so I go to a place where the owner is he's like 50-50. He knows business, but he also knows like this style of fitness. And he's 50-50, so whenever like the training instructor just knows this niche industry like really, really well. And so like they were very like particular about form and technique. And the owner that is selling the clubs to me, or club, I guess, I don't know which one, but either way, he is very much like, all right, I don't have a preference on how you punch or like with a kick. Do we like do a swinging kick? Do we like chamber and kick? Do we just go straight into the momentum of the kick? Like, tomato, it doesn't matter, but that's just how you do a kick and you got a kick. And the instructor with a Muay Thai background was a little more particular about, no, this is the proper form on how to kick. You chamber, you kick like this because you want to keep your balance, and you keep your power. And so it was a bigger deal for the instructor who knew the industry and more of the technician side of that business, like the class operations side, which is great. You need people that get into those details and folks that can't get into those details. They focus on other things. And so one of the other people who was going through the class, they were in a location like 30 minutes away or so. And the owners at that location have a fighting background, like Muay Thai champion and like a kickboxing instruction and like Taekwondo black belt works. And so like when you give them one genre of physical activity, like, oh, well, in Taekwondo, you kick like this. And in this class, we kick like this. And it's one of the frustrations, or at least things that were made a little tricky for the instructor going into class tonight, is they're teaching their members like a completely, like, there's just a basic punch, like to the face, but there's also ways to like punch if your one foot is leading. There's a punch if you're twisting your body, if you're doing like a shovel punch or like a backhand punch or like a jab or a hook or a cross or an uppercut. And the owner of this club is teaching like 3 or 4 different fighting styles, and they all have a unique name, but yet like they all come out to the same jab. And the members are getting confused, and I'm probably over exaggerating based on what I understood, but when you have someone who is like very much a technician, a master of the arts of the business that you're running, it confuses the members who are there for a different reason. I don't know that owner's background, but if that owner, say it was just a Taekwondo gym, if the members are coming for a workout to lose weight and gain muscle, they don't really care what kind of punch they're doing, really. Like it doesn't matter to them. They care if they're going to get the bigger muscles and losing weight along the way. And they don't care if it's like the proper form or like winning a black belt competition. Whereas if they're going to like learn how to like fight club, or they're learning like how to be a third degree of black belt, and they want to be a master of that art, then yeah, that absolutely matters, and they don't care as much about the business side. And so that's why I'm piecing together, like in movies like Rocky or Creed, or there's one movie, I think it was like Jake Gyllenhaal, like Fighter or something, I can't remember, but like it's those classic like rags to riches stories. People worry about the gym, the form, being that technician of the craft. They have rundown businesses because they don't care about the money. They care about being good at the thing, the baking, the oil changes, the boxing style. And the folks that are running more of like the soft business, if you will, they're not going to have like world-class fighters coming out of their studios, but they're going to have a profitable business that feeds their family and provides a career for their staff. That's not rusty, falling apart cement, old duct tape, gym bags. Like, it's going to be modern day equipment. And so that was something that I'm taking away. I used to be nervous, like, I don't know nutrition. I don't know kinesiology. If someone breaks an ankle, I know enough to get them to the ER. But I don't know like this. I don't know basic CPR, but I'm not this health nut advanced person. But I know CPR. I know how to use a defibrillator, and like I know enough to be a lifeguard kind of thing. And so just realizing if you're going to own a business, that's okay. You don't have to know the details of how to refill ammunition if you own like a gun range, or the different kinds of lubricants or oils for an oil change shop, or like how to balance a tire. If you own a bakery, like you don't have to know. I don't even know the right words, so I'm not going to fake it. But you don't know how to make the world's best wedding cake if you're going to own a bakery. We have to know how to price yourself, how to sell yourself, how to hire people, how to run payroll, how to negotiate leases, how to stay compliant with labor laws, how to hire an accounting software, how to find and work with vendors like Cisco or Michael's Foods or like different seafood companies. You need to work with vendors. And so it's okay if you're not a technician. It's good to have a passion for the technicians and the work and the craftsmanship of the business. You need that. You need people that nerd out and geek out and are obsessed with providing a great member customer buying experience and are fulfilled and are passionate about that work. You need to be making sure that the doors stay open, everyone's getting paid, that this business will be around long after you're gone, and that everyone has a smooth member, customer, employee, vendor experience. That's your job. Your job is to make sure that it's smooth, drama-free, bills are paid, you're growing and you're expanding and you're providing a great customer experience, because that's your job as an owner. And so I'm realizing more and more, I'm glad I'm not a technician to the level that some of these other club owners are, because I would get so distracted on things that would matter, but not matter on a good running business. And no, that's my background. It's one of that business, profit and loss, marketing and sales, business analytics, being that internal consultant. And I have a passion for empowering passion people. And I love to see people light up and geek out on things that they care about and they're so obsessed with, but they may not know how to run a budget. So I'll run the budget for them. That's amazing. I will do that for you. Come in and teach the world's best black belt session. Make my members sweat so that they're like ready to puke on the floor of the boxing studio. Break boards. Go and do the thing that you're so obsessed with and nerd out. Please. I will make this the best place for you to nerd out. And I'll make sure that everything runs smoothly and you'll love your thing. And I'll bring my background to this. And so you don't have to be an expert in an industry. You learn the industry, but be an expert in providing the business safety ecosystem, the safe ecosystem for your people. And know the business side, know your stuff on the businessy numbers, and just provide something that people are craving, an outlet for their artistry to come to life. This has been another episode of the Business Buyer Diaries. Subscribe so you don't miss the next episode. I hope you're realizing that business ownership is no cakewalk. Check the podcast notes for a link to the DIY due diligence program, the complete list of show sponsors, and for media inquiries. Music written and composed by Wes Schrock. I'm your host, Nathan Platter. Join me again on the next one.